Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and this is the Asajj Ventress Star Wars Unleashed figure. And in my opinion, this is the only Asajj Ventress statue that you need to buy. Now, why am I calling it a statue rather than an action figure? So even though it's marketed as an action figure, these Unleashed figures don't have any articulation. They might have very limited articulation. Maybe one arm you'll be able to move in one direction, and that's about it. So you get a little bit of play in one of the arms, but that's about it really. They're really more display pieces than anything, so that's why I consider it more of a statue. Now, why is it the best or the only statue, the only Asajj Ventress statue that you need to buy? Because of its affordability. You can go on eBay and I believe some other websites online, and you can find this thing for under $50. In most cases, I picked this one up for $20 Canadian, just over $20 Canadian at Kastner Auctions here in Edmonton. And also, Asajj Ventress, she's one of those characters where they didn't make a lot of Star Wars collectibles. There's some higher end sideshow and hot toy statues, I believe, of her, and of course you got the Black Series action figure, which again is kind of more to be played with. It's not more of a display piece. You can display it, but I don't think they look the Black Series figures look as good on display as some that are like actually intended to sit on display, like this one, like the Hot Toys. But because of the price, I think this one makes it the only Asajj Ventress one that you need to buy, the only Asajj Ventress statue that you need to buy. But let's take a quick look at the packaging before we open this up here. So, as you can see, it's on the newer style card back. I don't know if you can get it in the cylindrical tube, which you can get some of the other ones in, but it's got the beautiful artwork of Asajj Ventress there. You got the bubble that has the Star Wars Unleashed logo, and then her name up the side there. And then at the back of the card there, you do have the little write-up there that says, Asajj Ventress is a deadly and tragic disciple of the dark side. She has the talent to be a powerful Jedi, but violence and loss have filled her with hatred. As a child, she watched her parents die at the hands of a brutal warlord. A kind Jedi stranded on her planet took her in and began teaching her the ways of the Force. But he was murdered before he could finish her training. Alone again, Asajj clawed her way to a powerful position and was discovered by Count Dooku. She joined his cause and is one of the military masterminds for the Separatist forces. With her incredible piloting abilities, she lured Anakin Skywalker into a trap and nearly defeated him. So great is her skill. With savage precision, she leaps headfirst into battle, eyes burning with hate, wielding her curved-handled lightsabers in a never-ending quest to destroy all that is good in the galaxy. And then just below the little write-up there, you do have a couple other figures or statues in this in the series here. So you got Darth Vader, which I did a review on. And then you also have the Yoda versus the Emperor, which I still need to get. And then it does show a couple of images of this statue out of the packaging, which she looks very cool. She looks like she's kind of leaping towards you with her lightsabers behind her. And what I'm assuming is smoke from Dathomir, I'm assuming. But let's get the Asajj Ventress Star Wars Unleashed statue out of the package, and we'll take a closer look at it. So there's a base. So here's the actual figure there. Look at the face on her. Very menacing. Lots of detail in this figure, as there is, or lots of figure in this statue, I should call it, as there usually is in all of these Star Wars Unleashed statues. Like, look at the detail in that. That looks beautiful. She does have her lightsaber blades, which do kind of just pop off when you're pulling her out of the packaging, but they go in, and they just kind of sit in there. So there she is with the two lightsabers in hand, kind of leaping towards you. And like I said, very limited or no articulation. This one has no articulation at all. Her arms are just straight back. I know with some other ones like the Darth Vader, the Count Dooku, those two that come to mind right away, they have a little bit of articulation. You can move like one of the arms, but this one has no articulation at all. And she kind of just sits on the base here. So like she's got the two metal pegs that hold her up, and then there's the base. So you can see the hole in the branch there, and the other hole in the moss. So she kind of just sits in there, and just kind of have to play around and get her in place here. So once you got the statue together, that's how it looks on the base. So the smoke is kind of like a clear smoke. It made it look like a little bit red on the packaging, but they probably lit it with a red light when they were taking a photo of it for the product itself. But it still looks very cool. You got the smoke coming from behind her as she's leaping toward, like she's using the force and force jumping towards you. But that looks really, really incredible. Like, look at the detail on her. It's not as colorful as what we're used to for Asajj Ventress in the Clone Wars, where she's wearing more vibrant colors, more purple than anything. But it still looks like Asajj Ventress. I think this is a very nice statue of Asajj Ventress, and very budget friendly if you are looking to start collecting statues on a budget. These are fantastic statues to start collecting if you don't want to break the bank. So that's the Asajj Ventress there. Like I said, some very nice details. The sculpting, they sculpted her kind of sash that's kind of flowing in the wind at the back. You can see all the little details in that as well, which is very nice. Like, that's all sculpted in there, which is beautiful. And like I said, the details in her face, her robes and stuff, very, very nicely done. Like I said, this is the only Asajj Ventress statue that you need to buy, especially if you are just starting out collecting statues. Very budget friendly, very detailed. It looks very epic, as do all of these Star Wars Unleashed figures. All these Star Wars Unleashed statues, they all look very epic when they are out of the box. And like I said, they're meant to be displayed. Like, these are ones that you don't keep in the packaging. These are meant to be displayed, put on display, and be looked at and admired. They look great. So that is the Asajj Ventress Star Wars Unleashed statue, or figure, whichever one you want to call it, but let me know what you think of it down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.